What's up, everybody? It's RioHarris, and you are tapped in with the Perfect Network. We got a good one today, all the way in Atlanta. We got some special guests, some beautiful guests. Let's go ahead and start with you. Just say your name.
Hey guys, this is Paloma.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Kim.
Hey, I'm Kaelyn.
It's your boy TrayMfnBills. Cool as ice, twice as nice. Never had a bad day in my whole life.
Next,
You dig?
next.
Yo, well, I just got in from London. So have you guys been out the country? You guys been out the country
I'm
at
from
all?
out the country.
Out the country, Bermuda, right?
Same.
Okay, I heard you took over. You like the number one artist in Bermuda,
I am,
right?
yeah, I actually am. That's the funny part about it.
That's what's up. Okay, and how is that? Like they love when you go out there. Like you've done performances out there or what?
I ain't really did too many shows out there, but I do go home and I do like a lot of giving back. So I did this thing called like the Artist Link Up, where like a bunch of creatives can come out and like kind of creating the same space that we created here at Collab Studios, like but in Bermuda, like on a smaller scale. So yeah, I've been working on that for like the last like 3 years, and yeah, I tried to do one in London when I was in London last year for like 3 months, but I mean 2 months, but whatever.
I don't want to sound crazy, but is the Bermuda Triangle the
Yes.
real thing? It's the real thing.
Yeah. I'm scared to fly over there, bro.
Okay, so it's the real thing.
It's never been invited to fly over there.
Oh,
But
with the shot. Oh my! Just the shots out of nowhere. Okay.
I mean, it's science. It's science.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It's science.
don't know.
Like okay, there's this thing called like the Bermuda High. You know what happens when like cold air meets hot air? You lot know what happens?
It explodes?
No, it's like a hurricane. That's how hurricanes and storms are like how they faster when cold air and hot air mix, and then it's like tornadoes and shit happen in the ocean. So imagine we could curse on here. No, you're gonna bleep it out.
If you don't,
I'm sorry. If I don't have to, I won't. Okay, yeah. But yeah. So when cold air meets hot air, hurricane. So imagine like being on a boat, and like a hurricane happens in the middle of the ocean.
That's wild.
Like, so but now we got technology, so we know and stuff is gonna happen.
Yeah. And you not the only foreign thing over here.
He's
Kim, what's up?
Kim.
Kim, where you from? What's up?
quarantine.
I'm from Trinidad. I came to Georgia when I was 8 years old, but I go back home every year. Well, not really since COVID, but I was there last November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Trinidad.
What's up? What's the background over
So
here?
I'm Latina. I'm Dominican. 100%.
Say that again. Say that again.
Latina. 100% Dominican. And yeah. I
She goes
stay in
home all the
Atlanta.
time.
Yeah.
Not as much as I should, but I need to start going more often because it's a vibe.
Yeah.
I feel that.
It's a vibe.
You guys, so which background has the worst attitude?
I don't know.
Oh no, not me.
Nobody want to take ownership of
Hispanics
that
are
one?
definitely spicy, but like, I don't know.
I wouldn't say attitudes.
Right? Like who?
As she rolls her eyes, I wouldn't say attitude. Crazy.
I'm
Shay, what's up,
offended.
bud?
I mean, I just feel like Caribbean women are spicy in general. It's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
That's true.
there's just shit we just don't put up with. I mean, I'm sorry. Damn.
It's all good. It's all good. Shay, what's up, brother?
What's up,
Where
man?
you from, man? Talk to me.
From Atlanta, man.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight out
ATL.
the A, man.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
think I've met somebody from. Wait.
Atlanta, everyone.
Yeah, because so many people come here, like, a lot of people come here, and people that be, like, actually from here, we get overlooked because there's so many other people from other
That's
places.
sad.
here.
Right?
Not
So it's like-
overlooking.
Yeah, it's
and
like,
people not from here want to be like, I'm from Atlanta.
yeah, the people that's not from here be saying
Yeah.
they from here, so it's just like, you know, but
I tell people I'm from here because it's easier.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Because then they're like,
it's a
when
lot
you
of that
say
going
Trinidad,
on.
it's just
You
so
grew
much
up
of a
here?
conversation
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
care to.
You grew up in
Sound-
Atlanta? Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess you can say that.
So
then.
yeah, then you.
I was
you're kinda
raised
from
here.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just easier to say because then the conversation ends right there.
Yeah.
So I got a question for the ladies, right? So would you rather take advice from your ex or a random stranger?
A stranger.
Stranger for sure.
Yeah. What can my
I don't
ex
know.
tell
My
me?
ex is kind of smart, so maybe my ex.
You guys still have a good relationship?
Kinda.
Yeah? That's bad.
She said,
Wait, how is it bad?
That's bad for like.
said
That's bad for future relationships. What
I
you think
wouldn't
about
say
that?
necessarily.
So what you think about like your girl having a relationship still with like her ex or like a friendship or
mean-
whatever the case is?
I mean, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you just gotta really respect the boundaries as far as whatever boundaries work best for y'all. I mean, because everybody got different boundaries for their relationship, and
What are
everybody
Trey's
got,
boundaries.
what are my boundaries? Yeah, we not doing extra. Like, nah. And it's not that I'm insecure about anything, but it's just like we trying to move forward, and that's looking
Right.
backwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
like,
fair.
I like how you put that.
yeah,
Like how you
like
put
we
that.
moving forward.
All the women
like,
agree.
I feel like it depends. So my ex is like on a smarter side. So he's very intellectual. So on certain things, yes, I would probably go for advice, but I would rather ask a stranger because it's like.
So would you go to him for any type of advice if you were in a relationship? Are you in a
Oh
relationship?
no,
currently?
I wouldn't.
Okay, just
What?
there's
Depending on what
respect.
it is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely not about no like partner I'm with now, but
Oh no, I ain't asking about
I'm
no shit,
not-
nothing like
maybe
that.
like investing or like something like that. Then yeah.
I just feel like that stuff causes like more confusion. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, like it's like, what do you really need their information for when it's social media? You got so many different ways to find out information. There's no reason to go back to a ex or
I mean, but a stranger might not have your best interest at heart.
your
You
ex
know what I
don't
mean?
either because y'all not
Yeah,
together,
not
right?
necessarily. Not necessarily. If you're asking your ex about
She
something
has a
that's
great relationship with her
business-oriented-
ex.
Right.
Right, she defended. She defended man's crazy.
I'm ready.
That's a fact.
No, but like if I'm being for real. Though. I mean, not all my exes, but there's certain ex I probably would ask
Your
questions
favorite?
to.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
All right, record. Cut that part out.
Nah.
If you're listening or
Yeah.
watching.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I feel like what Trey was saying, like going back is crazy, like for any type of information. But do you guys feel like, who's had the most relationships here? Are you guys like serial daters?
I wouldn't say serial dater.
Kind of, but not
Kim is like, maybe like a little bit.
I don't think I'm a serial dater.
You like having partners, like serious partners.
I'm a relationship type.
She likes to be a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she don't care how long it lasts. That's what you saying?
No,
So have you?
I want it to last.
She wants it to last, but if it doesn't, she's like, okay, there's gonna be another nigga. Like, what is
Damn,
it?
that's
Sorry,
dangerous.
can I say nigga on here?
That sounds
Yeah,
crazy.
you just say whatever you want. You just cause she.
There's too many rules.
Yeah, you just. say
No, I
whatever.
want the relationship to last. I don't know. I feel like being single is cool, but I love being in love. Like I love love. So I love coming home to someone.
I love that. Yeah.
So how do you just fall in love so many times?
Wait a minute. The way he just put this.
That's a good question.
Got
though.
deep.
Like this.
I feel like I've had
Yeah.
3 serious relationships. I've had my high school sweetheart, the guy after him to get over my high school sweetheart, and then like my adult real life like relationship.
So was it true? Like, do you feel like it was true love then? Like, if it was somebody that you used to get over the past situation, was that true love to you? Like, that's what you feel like was.
That's
true
all
love?
I knew at the time. So yeah.
I feel like every relationship you get in is something that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people say, oh, you couldn't have one soulmate? I don't believe in that. I feel like you have
No,
a
I
bunch
don't
of
believe in that
soulmates
either.
in your life.
Okay.
'Cause
So
everyone's supposed to feed your soul, whether it's positive or negative. They're still feeding your soul. Got what I'm saying? They're still defining who you're about to be next. So like, you know,
They could have been my soulmate for that time in my life.
exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you know when you're in love?
I feel like I know because of the way the person makes me feel, like me
Just
wanting
knowing
to
it's
like
wonderful.
be with them all the time, like if they make me feel at peace and happy, and
You don't like that?
like in my feminine energy.
In your feminine
Is this a
energy.
therapy session?
This is just a.
Are you
this is
feeling
like,
okay?
This is like some growth, like.
She does not want to talk about it.
Is this bringing you back to a place?
No, I'm
We
just
talking about her
trying to-
favorite ex. We talking about
Okay,
love.
no, I'm
know?
about to get up.
It's just it's a real conversation
It's just
though.
yeah.
like-
It's just
That's
where it
but
led
you're
to.
asking us. How do you feel about it?
Well, what in particular? Which one?
I see.
I asked a lot of questions already. So which one do you
How
want?
do you know when it's real love?
Yeah.
Or have you been in love?
I don't know, because I feel like I don't know. Like if it was love, then it would still be here. Like it would still last, you know. But I don't know. I feel like I don't think love is like a real thing. I think love is more of like an action. Like it's dedicating yourself to somebody, or it's like if I love somebody, I'm just gonna respect them. So love is more respect. Love is more gaining trust and things like that, more than just like a feeling, because that goes away.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let him have it. That was good.
Okay, appreciate you.
Was that rehearsed?
Nah, it wasn't. It was just on the
He
spot.
said it a few
you know?
times.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a few
I felt
podcast episodes and stuff. You know, I got a couple answers up my sleeve. But,
Okay.
nah, I mean, as far
I like that.
That's why I was like, okay, I like that one. I
so-
like that one. Let me put that.
So
on.
let's get away from the relationship since it just got y'all all
Yeah.
shook right now, you know, and let's get to like business. So you well, Kaelyn, you are an artist, right? And so what do you have next? What do you have coming up next?
So I'm about to drop a new project at the end of this month. It's gonna be an EP, and it's gonna be like so we're calling it kind of like Caribbean pop, kind of trying to enter like a new lane and kind of like create that for me.
Yeah.
What else?
And she's a dope artist, you guys, by the way.
Thank you, Trey. Trey's a dope artist too.
Yeah. I just heard some of Trey's stuff out there. Trey
Yeah.
Trey got the vocals. Trey singing, got a new vibe.
Trey got a little lyrical.
Yeah.
Got a little lyrical recently.
Yeah. So you just recently transitioned into being an artist, or like how long have you been making music?
I would say, to be honest, bro, like music has always been a part of me. Like I just really kind of like started being able to take it serious because like at first my parents weren't trying to fund that. They like, you need to be in school, you need to work a 9 to 5. So it's just like now that I got my own money on to play with a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I put it into the things that I feel like are my dreams, you know what I'm saying? And chasing my own dreams. So I would say it's been like for the past like 5 years now, I've been able to like put my own resources and find resources to put into my musical like journey and stuff like that.
You make good music.
Thank you.
It's smooth. He got some smooth
Yeah,
stuff.
smooth
I'm telling you,
shit.
come out
He
to
makes music for the ladies.
Yeah,
come out to
definitely.
He
LA.
does make music for the.
That's
Come out to
it's
LA for
penny
that next
droppers.
music video.
Wait,
Good.
No, for sure.
I'm just talking.
No, I'm just talking. Yeah. And then Kim, what's next on your journey other than traveling to a new city every other week?
He's been paying attention.
I want to move, but
Hugging elephants.
I needed that piece for my birthday.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I want to drop my bikini line, so it's coming soon for this summer. Yeah, I mean, I'm always wearing everybody else's, and everybody else asks me, and I'm like, I need to make my own money.
Yeah.
Cause what? So yeah, that's gonna be Hot Haven.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Dope,
That's gonna be
dope.
dropping soon.
Let me know. I'll model it.
Good, I need y'all.
Paloma.
Good.
Hey.
Hey, what do you do? Because it's like our
So,
first time, really,
right.
interacting.
So for everyone, I am a content creator. I'm a freelance model. I do a lot of like e-commerce work, and I am an entrepreneur. So I have a lot of things in the works.
Girl, for real.
Huh?
Fitness girl.
Oh, fitness girly. I'm like jack of all trades, but I am just like working on a lot of new things. I have a lot of new partnerships coming up. If you guys don't know, like I started my Instagram not too long ago, maybe like a year or two ago, and I started being super consistent, and it just like blew up. So I'm in the works of like collaborating with different brands, different fashion campaigns and stuff like that. And then I'm also working on like this girl kind of talk. I have a YouTube video. So I more so want to target like females and give my advice and say my story to kind of help out other females and like bring females together to kind of like support each other on another level, not just on some like you're pretty, I'm pretty, but more so like bring every type of female together and just like help each other evolve. So I'm working on a project with females now to like step into that new lane. But yeah, other than that, I'm like the jack of all trades,
That's what's up.
fashion girly.
Yeah, that's what me and Trey were talking about. Like out here in Atlanta, it's a lot of like you guys networking together, like coming together on different projects and things like that. Out in LA, it's like survival of the fittest. Like I just gotta
LA
get
is
it.
different.
Real
Yeah,
clickbait.
so, you know, Trey was saying like LA just ain't for him, and you know, for me it hasn't really been a struggle. Like I'm maneuvering well in it. I think I've done pretty well, especially with this production and everything else. But yeah, I definitely miss the like culture of Atlanta and just being able to like work with people. Like this whole collab studio is like a crazy idea that nobody in LA would have. I might take it to LA.
You might as well.
Right.
Might as well.
Let us know. We might consider partnering with you.
Yeah. You know, I
LA
might.
is different. It's so different.
Yeah. You guys been out there, LA? Everybody?
I used to think I wanted to live there, but then I couldn't
kinda-
find genuine people.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
transitioning to moving there right now.
Really?
Really?
Mhm. I'm out there like 2 times every month, and I've been doing that since October. But I'm not gonna live there. Like I'm gonna still keep my spot in Atlanta because the real motherfucker. I'm sorry, I can't stop cursing.
Just go
The real
ahead.
people.
Just go.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a PG person. So yeah, like I feel like everyone that's real still is in Atlanta, and the collaborations are here, and the just being able, like you said, being able to build with people is still here. Like the foundation is here, but my team is in LA, so it's kind of like
It just makes sense.
yeah, I'm gonna just be bi-coastal, pop back and forward, and do what I gotta do, and come back and chill out here and hang out here. I don't want any friends out there. I don't
Makes
like
sense, yeah.
I would love to move to LA, but I feel like, I don't know. Every time I go out there, it's like cool for work. And then it's just like after 2 days, I'm like, where's the culture? Like people are so like, how do you say? I don't know. They're just very like
Stush.
to themselves. Like
The
stuck
stush,
up or
the stuck up.
It's click based. It's a
Stush.
lot
Yeah.
of you gotta
It's
be
like
in the
who
inner
you
circle.
know, but like you need to have like 1 million followers.
And
to,
then
like,
even when
walk
you
in-
in the like little in circle, it's like people are very like what you call it? The very face value. Like what you see is what they are. There's nothing past it.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, not you though.
I'm from
Well,
Atlanta.
he's not from. Yeah,
I'm
he's
from,
not
from
from.
Okay,
here. Yeah,
I'm just making
I've been
sure.
out there since 2020. So, yeah.
Now she's already judging. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
It's a great place for work though.
Nah,
for sure.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
work is. When I was getting bookings, I loved it.
I honestly don't think that is, and this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like there's no other place in the United States that has the culture like Atlanta does.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere else is just like get in where you fit in, but here it's like opening and welcoming. Like people are willing to help you get to the next level and help you stay at that level and connect you with other people that can help you get to, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like the culture is always going to be here. And I feel like Atlanta was built off of that, you know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be here.
It was built off of that. Like even if you look at like all the OGs, like Hello to Dawn and Dallas Austin and JD and Divine Stevens. Like if you look at like all the like what the music and entertainment industry is in Atlanta, like all them people went to high school together and they kind of like created the entertainment industry, and they're still in it, but they created it based off of like just
Collabing.
helping each other and collaborating with each other and finding artists. Then they added in Usher. Then they added in Ciara. Then they added in Ludacris. Like they added in T.I. Like they built it with each other.
Exactly.
And they wanted to make like the black community great, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
Shout out Keith Dorsey. You know,
Yeah.
doing the same
Shout
thing.
out to Keith.
Today's International Women's
Women's
Day.
Day. It is that.
Oh wow, you guys know that one, huh?
Shout out to y'all. Shout out. Oh, we did do a picture.
I feel
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
It's
y'all.
International Women's Day every day. Like,
Right.
Oh yeah, we would love to think so.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think the hardest part about being a woman is? Everything, huh?
The hardest part.
You think everything is hard about me? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a woman, but it seemed pretty easy to me.
It's nice.
It seemed pretty easy to me.
I don't know. There's just like so many things that make it so much more harder for a female. I feel like in this day and age, it's easier to put yourself out there or work with different people that maybe you couldn't have back in the day. But there's a lot of things that make it hard for a female. For example, like even having to get dressed and get ready and stuff, like it takes time, like doing your makeup, doing your hair, then you gotta look for an outfit and all that stuff. I enjoy doing that, but that takes time and it's a lot of effort. I feel like for a guy, you're getting a haircut, looking for an outfit.
They just wake up.
Boom, bam, and you're good. Like for us, it's a process.
But you guys like created that standard on your own. Like
Right.
we didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
I agree.
Yeah, it's like the
I
BBL
agree.
epidemic. Like we didn't tell all y'all to just go out and start getting BBLs and shit like that.
Okay, that's
like,
so true. But for a female that likes to look good, she has to do those things. So if you ask a girl on a date, she needs to get ready, and you want her to look good, right? You
I
don't-
wouldn't say, not mean to cut you off, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't say that a woman has to wear makeup to look good.
No,
I don't.
she doesn't have to wear makeup to look good. I'm not saying that. But if you're, for example, you're going out on a dinner date, you want your woman to look well, right? And look presentable for you. And also she probably wants to look presentable for herself. So just getting ready, that takes time, is all I'm saying. Like looking for an outfit, doing your hair, doing your makeup. Which that's not the hardest part of being a female, but I'm saying that compared to a guy is a little harder.
So they're basically saying the hardest part about being a female is competing cheating with the other females?
No,
Wait.
I wouldn't say that.
That is not-
Definitely
that
That's
is
what it
not
sounded
what I
like.
said.
Trey, is that what it sounded
No.
like?
Speak for yourself, brother. Speak for
That
yourself.
is
That's just playing, bro. Just playing. No, it is like kind of like I understand where you're coming from with that, as far as wanting to make sure that you're at your, have the best presentation as possible. But I think that a lot of women have stirred away from understanding that men were very simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't have to wear the glitz and the glamour all the time for you guys to please us. Like, we're not, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not about.
We do it for ourselves most of the time,
Okay.
though. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
it takes time to get to that glamorized look. But I can give another example. Being a woman is actually hard. I'm a mom, so I have to juggle being an entrepreneur, being a mom, like figuring out how I'm gonna pay my bills, how I'm gonna like figure out working with different brands so I can get paid to pay the bills, cooking, cleaning. Like, it's a lot of work, because for a guy, they don't have all that responsibility as for a female and a mother. So that is something that's super hard.
Well, shout out to the moms.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout out to the
the
moms. Shout out to the moms.
But what about like if the man was a father?
If the man is
Like
there
he still
in the
has
household,
to. I'm saying like if a man was just a father and having to take care of his kid, like we have all the same responsibilities.
what do you mean?
Like you were saying, like that's the hard thing about being a female, is just having the responsibilities and being a mother and things like that. But if a man
Has those
you have
same
the
responsibilities.
same responsibilities.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm just saying from my perspective,
Yeah.
like as a single woman and a mother, that's the hardest thing for me.
Gotcha.
And maybe at the moment, you know what I mean? Because it
Definitely. Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, I
always
saw this
changes.
thing the other day, right? Because I'm gonna back you up real quick. So I saw this thing the other day, and it was on some show, and practically, like, the lady stood up and said that she has kids, right? She's like, I'm got kids, and I'm single now. Me and my spouse, we just divorced, whatever. And the person giving her advice was practically like, it's gonna be harder for you than it is for him, because as a woman with kids, your responsibility is automatically to nurture your children. So moving on and dating isn't gonna be easy. But for him, his responsibility 100% isn't the kids. Yeah, as a man, it is your responsibility to take care of the household, but you don't really have to. You know what I mean? That's a choice that you make. If you're a good man, yeah.
It's the same.
Wanna
Though.
do
It's the
it.
same
And
for
if you're a
women.
good
Though.
woman, you take care of your kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
But the
it's
woman
not the
has more of the
same.
responsibility. Like, she's the one that has
It's not
to,
the same,
in the
though.
most part, right?
Right. It's the woman does have more responsibility. Because how about if your child's still nursing, then what?
What?
If your child's still nursing, then what?
there's other ways around that, and shit like formula and stuff like that. I ain't got there yet, so I don't know.
Okay, but yeah, so if your child's
but-
still nursing,
Nah,
and the
I-
choice is the best choice is to breastfeed. If she needs to breastfeed, then you can't do that. But I mean, she could pump whatever, but that's still more work that she has to do to prepare for you, like
Right.
that. And then okay, how about if it's like, because then they said another scenario, like when it comes to her dating, men look at it like, okay, as a mother, you come with children, so I have to automatically take care of these children, but 9 times out of 10, the children are living with their mother. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's like a real statistic that's out there, but like I get
mean,
what you're saying.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
it
I feel
is.
like eight out of 10 females are usually the sole protectors or providers for the kids at home. You know what I mean?
Again,
I don't know,
if we can really get
I
like
agree to
statistics,
disagree,
like,
right? Because if there are single fathers at home, but they're not.
No, we're not saying there's not single fathers.
Well, I get it, but what I'm trying to like kind of like have a common ground is that like it could be said for both genders, right? If we just realistically speaking, because there are men out there that are single fathers,
Yeah, they're definitely
and
are.
you know what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, I guess where is the common ground as far as like, okay, it's hard for a woman because we have, menstruals or whatever the case may be.
I think it's the standards. And
Yeah, okay, that's what we're trying to get at. Not the
not the overall like generalization
that-
of like
I'll say
because I have to take care of this and that.
That's
like,
that's what we're.
I feel like
guess,
we look at it as a woman. They think they make us think like we have a time. We're on a time clock. Like the older you guys get, you can have babies at 40, 50,
Yeah.
60, however. But they look at us like, oh, she's 30, no kids. I don't know about that. So then it's like, oh, I'm on a race to find a husband.
Yeah.
Do you want kids?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I like. What time period? Have you thought about
Tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
Tomorrow is crazy.
it? Have you thought about it?
I mean, younger me would have thought by now I would have been married with kids. Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think is keeping you from, like, finding that man to give you those kids and that fairy tale lifestyle that you want?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be my last relationship, but that was a failure in itself.
Was it his fault?
I don't. That was
Incoming
perfect.
call.
Saved by the bell.
That girl, move on to the next question.
We shooting. Hold on. I'm going to hit you.
Saved by the bell.
We shoot. We in the middle of the episode. All right.
Type shit.
That's funny.
You're not running from this. Nah, was it his fault or was it your fault?
The ending of the relationship, I don't like to point fingers. But yeah, it ended because of him. I feel like when it comes to your partner, of course, it's not going to be every single. You may not love every single thing about them, but if it's something that you can cope with and everything else you can work with, like, I feel like I could be the one. And I thought everything he was good in all other areas except for like one specific one, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So
Okay.
that was broad.
That was very broad. Yo, what's up with this look?
No, I was like, don't you dare ask.
Now I got to ask. What are you talking about? Yeah. I mean, like, have you guys ever been in a relationship and been like, dang, this is my fault. Like, I could have done better.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't got much of Trey.
Yeah,
What's up?
definitely.
Trey, talk
Yeah,
to me.
Trey
You ever?
said-
Yeah, I want to know
You been in
Trey's
a relation-
love life.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
You've been in a relationship that ended and you were like, dang, like, it was my fault.
If we just being real, nothing is ever my fault. Nah, but like my past relationship, like I'm the type of person who I really try to my best to understand my person, right? And like even if we having disagreements or things that I feel like should go the way I feel it should go, I try to compromise as much as I can to also still not lose myself within the relationship. So I never really had a relationship to where it was like, it was my fault. It was a mutual agreement. Like, hey, this ain't working for us. So, you know, what are we gonna do now? Do we keep each other at this space to where we could potentially start hating each other? Or do we break things off and, you know, just hope for the best after that? You know what I'm saying? So I never end on bad terms with people. I'm not that type of person. I'm not the type of person, F you, F that. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'd rather break things off on a peaceful.
I'm that type of person.
Yeah. I like breaking
for
things off
clarifying.
on a peaceful note because
So you end on bad terms?
Not on bad terms. I think, like,
Toxic.
it's not even toxic. Like, when I'm in a relationship and like when it's, you know, when things end and stuff like that, like I really give my all to that person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when things are ending, I can't just like still see you on Instagram. I can't still like have an open line of communication and just be waiting for you to hit me and like work things out like I would expect you to because it's love and things like that. I'm like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck, I should have never done anything for it, and block on everything because I need
I
to
don't block.
completely.
but see, it's like
to.
stuff like that, right? It's like after that you still don't feel good, right? After you've done that, like you still don't. It don't make you happy. So it's like,
Right, but leaving that open line of communication, you know that when
It
like
drives him
you know when
crazy.
it's like you didn't do.
When's your birthday?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, all right.
Cool.
I feel like it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah. I think
So you're not cool with any of your exes?
nah, I don't even believe in that really. Like I
I don't
mean,
usually believe in it either, honestly.
yeah,
Choose that
'cause,
one.
yeah.
Like yeah, except for that
Cute.
one, right? Nah, I just think that it's like a closed chapter, and for me, it's like if we go a certain amount of like when I'm with the person, I plan on that being like my forever person. So if we end and it's a month, 2 months, whatever that goes by, I'm gonna assume that you've gotten with somebody else by that point, and at that point, it's just like a respect ego thing, and it's like you didn't think it was enough here, and whether you went to go test something else out and came back to me or whatever the case is, I just feel disrespected.
Yeah.
And it's like, I won't go back. And then for whatever future partner that I do have coming, it's just a respect thing again. I'm not gonna have my ex around because I know I'm gonna always have a weakness for them. So that blocking and all that is not even just for me, but it's like for my future partner as well.
Yeah, I get that.
How if it's just like a situationship or like somebody, you know, like dated for like a month or two, would it go to that extent or no?
Nah, because I ain't love you.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we ain't locked in. Like, we just, you know, it's cool. We was building something, and we ain't get there. But once it gets over that, like, over that hump, y'all know that hump. Like, it gets over where, like, they have the like, capability of altering your mood. That's when it's like, okay, cool. When we do, like, if we do end shit, it's raps.
Yeah.
Like, it's raps. Yeah. So.
I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But I find peace in knowing that, like, it's not even like an open line of communication for me. It's just like I just find peace in knowing that I didn't end things off on a bad note. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I can't progress in life with that type of energy on me. I feel like that's giving people the, like, power over you. In a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So I always prefer to just end things, whether it's a friendship, whatever it is, like, I never end off on, like, a bad note. Like, that's just not me.
I
You
would
know what I'm
prefer
saying?
not to end on a
Yeah.
bad note.
I feel like sometimes it ends on a bad note, and then later on, I feel like time heals all.
Only if it's cheating. Now, if it's cheating,
well.
you getting the, you feel me? But if it's like we just not seeing eye to eye, like, that doesn't mean that you a bad person. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
It just
facts.
mean that we may not be compatible. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But I just, you know, I don't think I won't tolerate is cheating. Like, that's when you gonna see the worst, ugly, bad side of me. But
Right.
other than that, like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Life moves on.
What's y'all one, like, absolute no, like, cut off immediately out of your...
Lying.
Cheating then lying.
Yeah, I feel like the loyalty. Like, show me your
I always say when somebody's like, what are you looking for? Loyalty. I need you to be loyal. That's so, I don't know why it's so rare or hard to find nowadays. But
I just need you to be honest. Yeah, and honesty comes with loyalty. So.
Have you guys found it hard to have, like, the type of men that you want with, like, your guys' career paths and, like, level of notoriety that you have?
Okay, let me go first.
she's ready.
Okay, so turn the mic. Oh shit, shoot. It's falling. But yeah, I wouldn't say, okay, let's break this down. I wouldn't say I've had a hard time finding or dating or whatever. I need, whoever I do talk to though, I need them to be 100% secure in themselves. So, like, recently, not even recently, but within, like, the last 2 years, people's, like, perception have been like, oh no, she only dates guys with money. They're like, oh, she only likes guys with money. And it's like, no, that's not really the case. I would date somebody that's got a normal job and that's, you know, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, they're not secure within themselves. Like, because I tried it. I'm tried to date the average Joe Blow, and just didn't work based on just, like, I feel like when a man isn't, like, 100% financially secure, it puts pressure on the relationship. It puts pressure on you. So it's not necessarily what you do that bothers them. It's
themselves.
Boy, if you don't get your ass. It's themselves. Yeah. Like, if you find somebody that's secure within themselves, they'll love what you do. You know what I mean? I mean, but I'm not doing nothing crazy though. So I couldn't speak for someone that's out there, like, doing something else, but for me. Yeah. Kim's turn.
I love how she just threw this on me.
I don't know.
I feel like it's the same thing. It's not hard for me to find people. It's easy to date, but to actually find someone that's secure in themselves, because I'll have guys that appear to be secure in themselves, and then I'll get questions on a guy that I have no idea who it is commenting on a picture or DMing me a DM that I didn't even see. So it's little things like that. But like you said too, I feel like when you're secure in yourself and when you're at least somewhat where you want to be in life financial wise, because a lot of times I feel like it's different when it comes to men. Like, you guys, when you guys compare each other, or, well, I don't want to say everybody does that, but it's all about, like, stature, like how much this man makes. Like, I feel like if you're not where you want to be, if you're not stable or comfortable where you're at, you're always thinking of, well, the next man could do this for her that I can't.
Exactly.
Which we don't really think that because it's
we
like
don't
I
be
chose
thinking,
you for a reason,
picked
but that's not
I
what
picked
they.
you.
But I
Why is you
feel like
worried
men think
about
about
Let's talk about
protect and
this.
provide, so their mindset is totally different. Because for us, it's like I chose you for a reason. I want to be with you, but for them, it's like, dang, I can't provide this for her. It's, another man could do what I can't do.
Exactly.
I feel like those are
Especially when they know
different
you're going to be in the types of
conversations.
spaces too. When you're going to be surrounded by the type of man that they think they should be. That bothers
Because I've had it
me.
before. Like, oh, you could have went with. He might have seen somebody who's in my DMs, and I'm like, I chose you for a reason, but it's because this person makes more money or does
I
this.
feel like they're insecure. low-key.
Yeah. But then again, I've dated someone that does what I do, and I thought like we would be on the same level, and he would understand, and that
But it
was
wasn't
worse. It was worse because he gets the same attention. He's like, well, I know what girls send me, and I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm single.
Yeah, that's a lot. So the question was, is it hard to date, like, at the
Yeah.
level there? Okay. I feel like it's like in between. It's definitely hard. It's not hard to date and like, you know, get to know somebody. But once it starts getting a little more serious, it starts becoming a little complicated. One, because it's a very small circle of like, once you're in that group, like I feel like it's small, like it's a small world. So people kind of like date each other in a way. And then for me, sometimes like I don't want to talk to certain people just because of their status or whatever. But everybody around tends to date the same people. And I feel like in Atlanta, like I've dated in Atlanta, and I'm just like, everybody dates in the same circle. So that can be super hard. But then dating somebody that has like a regular job and so could be a little hard too. Because it's like, they don't really understand what you're doing. They don't understand that sometimes like you're going to be out working all night, or you have to like do certain videos or be around guys or whatever. So I guess it is hard. I'm single, so I guess it's definitely hard.
Yeah. Have you been in like videos, like music videos and stuff like that?
I have. I don't really do music videos like that, but I have in the past.
And like me personally, well, Trey, let's see what you. So like your girl dancing on a dude or something in a music video or whatever. Like how you feeling about it?
Oh man.
Well, we actually just talked about it.
We did. I feel like
we can go with why you chose your girl. Like
okay.
you know, what you said about not being in the industry.
Right. Me personally, I chose my person because she understands like why I have to do certain things that I have to do. And then she's doing something completely different. So it's like she's making her own money. Like she don't need my money or whatever. Whatever I do for her is a bonus. But like she understands that this is what comes with it because we took our time with getting to know each other before we got together. You know what I'm saying? Like she was ultimately my best friend before, like genuinely just best friends. We wasn't sexually active with each other. Like it was just a platonic relationship, male and female. And like she saw everything. Like she saw all the she saw all the women I was engaging with and all that. Like so like it's just like okay, knowing that like she know what she's dealing with. So she's not trying to change me. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I couldn't that's just my boundaries that I set for, and I feel like that's the most important thing. Like you have to set boundaries with your partner before y'all get into a relationship, because when you get into a relationship and then you try to set boundaries, like nah, like get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? That's where the problems come in. But like me, I let that be known. Like I'm not here to see you like doing certain things with other men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not, you feel me? I don't want my woman doing that. You know what I'm saying? But
I think the boundaries come like when you're in the relationship. Yeah. So I think it's hard to like set the boundaries because you don't really know that person or what they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Come about, but like when you get into the relationship, then it's like, okay, I see that you might be having to do this with this. Like I ain't know all that yet. Right. But this is what I'm not okay with. Right. I dated somebody who was in the industry, and it was like she was about to get into acting, and I'm like, because you're a beautiful girl. You obviously gonna be the love interest in whatever you're gonna be. And I'm not about to be watching a movie and you kissing some other dude, or you got to grind on some other dude.
And that shit stay forever. Like
yeah, you know, and that's forever. And like, you know, we got the whole the Super Bowl halftime show, and we got Usher and Alicia
That was
Keys on
not
stage and stuff.
anything.
No, that was
That
crazy.
was so-
That was
Like
That was not.
she ain't never
Are you
smiled. She ain't
serious?
never smiled that hard. in
Right.
her life. She smiled from
She
cheek
was
to
happy.
cheek.
She's
She was
performing.
like,
She's a
Yeah,
performer.
that's
She's
Okay,
an artist.
okay.
Saudi
But that's
show.
just
That's
the,
just
but that's
solid.
just the crazy thing is that you got Swiss Beats who was able to provide this amazing, like they match each other's energy. I think I looked up like net worths, and I think they both, just Google wise make the same, around the same amount. So they've provided this like great lifestyle, family, everything. And then because it's her career path, she still gets on the biggest platform that she's ever been, which was offered to her by another man, and does what she does on that stage with another man. And it's like, yes, we can sit here and say like, yeah, I mean, as long as he's secure within himself and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to see it.
And I ain't gonna lie, before y'all go in, because I know like one thing we know for sure is that women gonna stick together, right? It don't matter if they know each other, they gonna stick together.
Yeah.
So like before y'all say anything, like I just want to put it in a perspective, like it's a way of doing things and selling things without crossing certain boundaries or making things look a certain way. To the natural eye, like I would, if that just me watching it, I felt like it was disrespectful because this is the biggest stage, for one, and then for two, like another man grabbing like on the way, like it was too much. You feel me? And it's just like, okay, I get that you're a performer, I get that this is how you make your money, but at the same time, it's like, at what point is the line crossed? Like, I mean, do you draw a line and say, hey, this is too much? At what point do you say, like, damn, like, I do got a husband back at home. I do got kids back at home. Like, what point, like, do you think about that? Like,
Can I ask a question? Oh,
Go ahead.
I feel like it's a difference between separating reality and it's so do you feel when it comes to actors, do you feel those who may have a sex scene or they're married in real life but they have a relationship like on the show, they're acting as someone's boyfriend or husband, are they not deserving of love or a healthy relationship just because that's their job?
I just feel like if that's your job, you need to be single until, because, like,
But that doesn't make
Or
any
you just need
sense.
to date somebody who's okay with
That's
it.
the way of their living.
because
That's
it-
their passion. So you
So
tell
okay,
you're
me.
saying- so
certain
you're
men,
saying-
certain men don't
hold on.
care. Certain men don't care, right?
I mean, Mike.
But
So you're saying, man, if you got an acting role tomorrow, you're not going to play a love interest because you're in a relationship?
it would be a stipulation on what the love interest is. Like if
Yeah.
if I have
Okay,
to
so if
if I
they
have to go
said-
in there and have sex with somebody, I'm not doing it. Out of respect to
So
my
you're
shorty.
going to turn on $1 million deal because you're in a
See,
relationship?
see, that's how
You
people.
real
Hold on, wait. That's how people sell their soul because they're going
How is
against.
that
That's
But what's the
because,
line for you?
because
Is
hold
it
on, wait. Let
kissing?
me
Yeah,
tell
what
you.
is the line?
They go against what they're morally standing on. Like I
But you
morally
realize they're
stand.
not really having sex, right?
Huh?
You realize a sex scene isn't real sex, right?
But to people,
It
you have to
portrays
sell
it.
it. But you have to
It
sell it. So
portrays
it's
it,
a
but
movie,
still,
though.
Yeah.
You're acting.
You're saying
It's
what
still
people
the
see.
act
Yes,
of it
I would
and the
hope that it
physical
looks
touch of it.
real. 'cause
Right.
They're
That's
getting
just
paid
a-
to act.
I guess
It's all
some people just can't
acting.
handle. Some men can't handle that.
The
or
difference.
vice
right.
versa. Some women can't
Exactly. I
handle
mean,
that.
that's
Because I can go play a girlfriend and literally have no feelings
exactly.
and walk away, get
Yeah,
paid,
walk away
and
like,
I'll
I
never
don't
talk to
even
that
know
person
you.
I
ever
understand
again.
that, but certain people, like you have, I guess it's just understanding who you're dealing with, right? At the end of the day, like it works for some people it doesn't. And I'm one of the people, it don't work for me. Like I cannot sit and like, I don't care if it's a movie, I don't care if it's a skit, I don't care if I don't give a fuck what it is. Like if you're my woman, you're like, I feel like there's certain things I wouldn't do and you shouldn't be doing when it involve another sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just me. But other people, it works for. I mean, I'm not speaking for every man out there because some men don't care. But me, like, I couldn't take seeing my woman do that. Like, I just couldn't do it. Like, it's not
It's
not
also
me.
like giving up like a little part of yourself. So you can't look at me and say that like those men who are put in those situations are just happy about it.
You can't
What's it
speak
called?
for
The
him.
Mia Culpa? Was it?
I mean, but you can't.
That's like a whole. I haven't seen it, but that's a whole. She's in a whole relationship. Like she's married, right?
Yeah.
So it has a whole love interest, sex scenes, kissing scenes, everything. And then even after the fact, as they're going on this promo run, they gotta still like maintain that same
Right.
like, yeah, this is us, like still sell it. There's no way her man is just at home like.
But you don't know that though. You can't speak for a man.
There's
that,
also a million people
in a different
cameras.
mind space than you.
Would you be?
That's
no,
like
no,
me
there's-
speaking for
so-
like that's because listen. Because
Yeah.
there's people that be like, okay, let me run this scenario. There's people that say, oh, I could never be a stripper. I'm not a stripper, definitely not. But they be saying, oh, I know you feel so demeaned at the end of the day. I know you would feel like because I could never do it. I can't speak for how somebody that is a stripper, they might love that. They might love that shit.
No, facts.
You can't speak for someone that's in that headspace. So you can't speak for
So
him.
you saying these niggas like?
Some
like,
people
are
might
happy.
like it. Hey, I done a podcast with somebody that likes watching their girl get smashed on.
I've seen
So
that.
everybody's different.
Yeah,
So
Everybody is
There's
different.
everybody different, but as far as like being a traditional man in a sense, right? My view on it is like I want the most traditional relationship that I can have, and having somebody that's in the industry is you're just not necessarily gonna get that because you're gonna have to sacrifice a part of your morals, like you were saying, to give up, for her career or whatever the case is. But being in a traditional sense, like all that stuff that weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood, or like the weird stuff that goes on in the industry, and these people paying off this person to do whatever else, that goes against my judgment, and I would hope that it goes against my woman's as well.
Right.
But if it doesn't, then it's just not the woman for me.
Exactly.
Luckily, in my relationship, she was able to pass on the opportunity out of respect for the boundaries that I set.
And that's why I said boundaries have to be set within whatever boundaries that
Go,
y'all
my
have.
boy.
Whatever boundaries that y'all have, because I feel like regardless of however much money is presented, like you gonna go against your own integrity and morals, things you set for yourself for money. Like I don't know. That's just me. I mean,
it's not going against your morals and integrity if that's something you want. Like for me, I'm never letting nobody get anywhere in my career, rather it was someone I'm in love with or someone that I'm just talking to. Like I personally would not let that get in the way of where I want to take myself, because I feed my family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
If they love you, they're gonna want the best for you.
They're gonna want the best for me if they love me, yes. But if a man was to tell me, don't take this road because I feel some type of way and it goes against his morals, sweetie, that's on you. I'm gonna take the road. Maybe I'm just not the girl for you, and that's okay. That's 100% okay at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like
I kind of see it almost as projecting like your insecurities onto someone else.
exactly.
it's not
And
even
then
really
how do you feel?
insecurities.
feel
though.
that
Okay,
way?
this is my thing too, because I'm been in a relationship with somebody that was normal, right? And they try to get they did. Okay, I mean, I'm sorry.
Not normal.
You know what I mean? Like someone that doesn't do the gram, they don't do, like I did it once, right? And for me, shut up, stop laughing because he knows who it is. So for me, it was like when I was doing that, I had to stop working with Trey. I had to stop working with everybody that I was working with. And I'm like, damn, I live in a house with these people. I make money with these people. I break bread with these people, but I'm not allowed to do videos with them. I'm not allowed to do anything. And I did stop. And you know what else stopped? The money. And you know what else stopped? You can't take care of me. You can't pay my mama's mortgage. So, no, what you want me to do? No, you put me in a predicament. Like, it's different if you're going to take me out the game, sweetie.
Yeah.
I feel like, in my opinion, it's very different. So I agree with what you guys are saying, because as a female, and if I'm in a relationship with somebody and something comes up, like I get an acting gig and I have to do something specific that I'm probably, like, he's not going to be comfortable with, I'm going to definitely think about it, and I might turn it down depending on what it is. But there's so many different roles that it's like, if it's not kissing, or like maybe it's like a tap kiss and like more conversation and stuff like that, I might take it on. But out of respect for my person, there's some things that I would decline, like being in a music video and twerking. Like I'm just not that type of female in general, but I would definitely turn down like being in a music video with a rapper or whatever, because this person doesn't feel comfortable. And I don't personally like doing that stuff either.
Yeah.
But it all depends, and you have certain conversations with your partner at the beginning. That way, you know, like, this is what I do, this is what I'm getting into and what I want to do. That way, you know, down the line, if something comes up, we can talk about it. And if you feel comfortable, don't feel comfortable, we can still talk about it, and kind of, like, he would have to compromise at certain situations. Because it's like, I already told you this from the beginning. I told you this is what I'm after, this is what I'm doing. I want to act, I want to, whatever it is that I want to do. So it's like, there's certain conversations that you have with your person at the beginning instead of waiting till the problem arises. So that way you don't have that conflict when it happens.
I feel like there's a million ways to make $1 million, right? So it's like turning down one opportunity. It shouldn't be that big of a deal because, you know, like, unless you're a serial dater and a serial lover, right? And you're just going and finding love in every Tim, Rick, and Bobby that comes around the corner, then, you know, when you finally do get that love, you're going to really, truly value, you know, like you'll value it and respect it, right? So there's not a million people that come around that you just fall in love with, right? So if you're at the point where you just, like, fall in love with somebody, then you got just one opportunity that you could pass on, knowing that there's going to be a million more opportunities, or knowing that you might not even get that groundbreaking, you know, result out of this one opportunity anyways, but you do have this person who's proven themselves and shown themselves, and they've been there for you, and they've invested into you, and they've done all of that. You know, you got some people who was like, okay, I'm going to stand with my person, and then you got some people who's like, cool, I'm going to give it up for one of these million opportunities.
But that's only contingent on, you're only talking about if it's contingent on that person's morals. Why would I date somebody that wouldn't be okay with what I'm got given on from jump?
Like I said, because it might not come up until like later on, until the opportunity is presented with.
And things change.
Yeah,
like,
I was dating an
that's
artist.
That's why you have to throw them scenarios out there. Like, that's why you date, you learn, you live, and then you can throw them scenarios out there. Because now when I date somebody, I let them know, look at my music videos. Go see what my music videos look like. Go see what I
That's
sell.
real. I mean, because that's what, like, you letting them know what they getting themselves into.
I can show you the worst of it now, and I can show you the best of it. And then, you know, because everything's about growth at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But go see what I'm about. And don't come back until you do your research.
Has a guy ever like changed you guys in any way?
What do you mean change?
Oh, yeah, I told you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Told you, right?
Made me toxic.
What do you? I want to know, what do you mean by change?
Well, let's see what you said. So what did he do
wants to hear the
yeah, like what did he do
I
to make
feel
you
like
toxic?
we all have a little toxic
this up to
side.
you, yeah.
We all have a little toxic side to us. But I feel like there's this one guy that I dated, and like I've always been like, I like to be at peace, and I'm more like a happy, you know, like vibey person. But this guy like brought the crazy out of me, and I think it was just because I knew like that he dealt with multiple females prior to me, and he would tell me, and he was very open and honest. So I feel like I was, in my mind, like I was always thinking like, oh, he got his phone, oh, he's texting somebody, oh, he's doing this, like always thinking he was around females or something. So that made me like very toxic. And I was like, wait, this is kind of crazy. Like I don't even act like this. I was doing things that I didn't do in a long time. I thought I grew up, and I was like, oh, shit.
You was breaking and all type of, you was fighting.
I was just saying crazy things, doing things, not necessarily like to hurt anyone, but not physically.
I can speak on change. Not change. I wouldn't say crazy. Maybe in the end, but I felt like I've been in a relationship where I did like bookings and stuff like that at the clubs, or I might do a music video, and he was uncomfortable with it, and I literally cut it out completely. And I felt like, too, I became more nurturing. Like, I was in the house more. I was waking up early, walking the dog, making him breakfast, lunch, dinner, something that I didn't even think that I would really be doing every single day. But doing stuff like that, I felt like it was more, I guess he helped me tap more into my feminine side, which was a good thing, because I'm like, I knew it was going to come eventually, but I didn't think, like, he would be the person to do it. So I felt like that was good until it wasn't good. But, yeah, I feel like that was a good thing. I actually like that.
Trey, you had a girl just like really submit to you like that, like, you know, cooking all the time, like the, you know, the feet rubs.
He was doing what he needed to do while I was able to do that, though. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, daddy. Add that part. Add that part, kid.
I mean, protect and provide. Like, I felt safe with him. Like, financially, everything else was covered. Like, so it was just like, I wanted to submit to him. I wanted to please him in every way possible. Like, it just, I don't know. I've never done that with anybody else, but with him, like, I felt safe and comfortable enough to be that vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you feel me? Like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, honestly, like, even just, like, right now, like, you know, just that experiencing, like, the feminine side of a woman, like, because there are women out there that are like very headstrong, right? They got their own shit going on, so they in that mindset of like, I don't need a nigga for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I was like that.
But like when I got with my girl right now, like I experienced that because I never like had anybody that like I'm so used to being by myself and doing whatever the fuck I want and doing whatever. But like now, like just waking up, breakfast, and I don't really ask for much. Like I don't be wanting her to rub my feet and shit like that. I got a little machine that do that for me or whatever. But like, not for real. But like, she like just like being a woman and being that other eye that and seeing different things that I don't see. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I appreciate it and like giving me the insight on different things and trying different new things in life and just stuff like that. Like I really appreciate it because like. Before, like, I was just so one-minded and tunnel vision, like, this is how things going to be, this is the way I want it to be, and this is how it's going to go. Like, but, like, now it's just, like, having that in my life and then her submitting and, like, she don't, like, I have a rule, like, we don't raise our voice at each other. Like, we're not doing that. Like, we going to have a discussion, like, no matter how mad you is, calm yourself down first. I do the same thing. I check my energy first, and then we're going to talk about it. You feel me? And it's just, like, her understanding that about me and like submitting in certain ways, like it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I can't really complain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I feel like damn, this is what God made women for. Like that's what I be thinking about. Like damn, like this is actually pretty dope. Like once you actually find that partner, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit be dope. Like it just be like okay, you know what I'm saying? It be a little hard sometimes. You feel me? Because you dealing with another person who is completely different. May have a different lifestyle. May have a been raised different or whatever the case may be, but once y'all get to on the same page to where y'all like, okay, this is like what it is, it should be smooth. So
true. Dealing with completely opposite and dealing with emotions, really, that'd be the emotions.
you just gotta get past it though. You gotta get past it though. Like every woman has an emotional wire though.
The emotions are uncontrollable, so it's like you can't just get used to it. Like, oh, she's emotional. Because it's like,
that's
like,
crazy.
because y'all don't even know what y'all are like capable of when you're in like certain states.
Right.
Like, and you don't really know, like, you see a person when their back is against a wall, right? So when a woman's back is against a wall, like, she can get that angry side, she can get that very sad side, that very jealous side, that, you know, whatever, right? But it's like a heightened version of it because you guys are really emotional.
But men are very emotional too. Yeah. Don't forget that.
We're very egotistical. So you can calm a man in an instant just by like feeding into his ego. Mm-hmm. Like a man who's jealous or whatever is like, baby, I only want you. Like this is the
reassurance.
Like, yeah, just the reassurance. The same thing that you guys want, but it's like just feed into our ego, and that's it. Tell him I'm only cooking for you. I'm only here for you. Like the version of me that you're getting, I wouldn't give to any other man. You are the best that you like.
Let me write this
down.
Take notes.
I'm taking it.
But they do say the power, like women, like y'all don't understand the power in y'all tongue. Like y'all can speak like situations into our life that could help prosper us or kill us. Like so, it's like y'all have to understand the power that y'all have too as women. Like it's not just always the man is emotional. Nah, like okay, like he said, like feed into we're egotistical creatures. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not feeding into that, other issues become prevalent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you wondering why, like, well, why he not X, Y, and Z? You not feeding into his ego enough. You know what I'm saying?
I like that though.
Yeah, we're very ego driven. Like that's facts.
I really like that. It is very easy. Like honestly, I don't argue. I've been stopped arguing, man.
Like you guys can get your point across, but like at the end of it, if you guys just make you guys make the man feel like he is the only thing that you want, the only thing that you see, the only thing that you have eyes of a future for. Like he's gonna do everything for you. Just like he's gonna give you the best that he can.
Right. You know that's real. That's true. Like I started doing this new thing where I'd be like, okay, baby, you right. Whatever. Like
and he probably be eating that up. He probably be eating it up, telling it, yeah.
Man, I'm being so dead. Like, what do you want? I'm like, baby, what's the budget?
What's the budget is crazy.
I'm really started that. Trust me, girls. It works, bro. I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. They could be 100% wrong, and I'm just like, you know what? It's not even worth it. You right.
It's true. You gotta bring.
It
out
be
that,
at first when you first start
feminine
doing
voice,
it.
you gotta bring that out because
When you-
sometimes we be trying to act so tough.
Yup.
Me speaking for myself because I
Me
feel
too.
like I'm very in a. Sometimes I'm so masculine that I'm just like, okay, I don't need you. I don't this that. But now I'm learning. Like it's just like you just gotta be soft and feminine.
Yeah,
like,
soft and feminine.
So
It be eating your soul at first when you first
Oh,
try
girl.
it, and then once you get used to it, it just comes natural.
it's just natural. It's just
Like I don't even argue no more. You right.
So how is having a kid changed you?
Oh, it's changed me a lot. I don't have one. I have two. I have two boys, and it's changed me a lot. Like I feel like I have had to mature so much quicker than most people my age, and I did have my kids young, so I feel like when I'm around people my age, and I'm 29, I just feel like I am so much not on another level, but like mentally, I feel like I'm so much more wiser. Like I'm very goal oriented, and it's just like I'm very focused on like the vision because it's like I don't have time to play around. Like of course there's a balance between fun and work, but it's changed me a lot. Like I feel like as a woman, like I feel like so powerful, and like I could just conquer like anything. To be honest, it's like a what is it? Not motivation, but
Empowerment.
empowerment. Like I feel empowered as a mom, as a woman. So yeah, it feels good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So we'll end on how has age changed any of you guys? Like how is like just growing up, becoming older, becoming more mature, changed any of you guys?
I still feel young and dumb. No, I'm joking. I'm lying. I'm joking. But I do
She
because
just
listen.
invalidated all her
No,
responses from the
listen.
show.
Listen, no, I still feel. I say this because it's like okay, like when you're young girl, right? Okay, so this okay. Look. Now I'm getting around like a lot older people, like people that's like in their 40s or people that's in their 30s now, and I'm just looking like damn. Once you like, okay, so when you hit 25, you feel like you're gonna have everything figured out. You thought you was gonna be married. You thought you was gonna have this, that, and the third. But it's like when you cross that threshold, you're like, damn, I really ain't learned as much as I thought I did. And then you're like, okay, I do a lot for myself, but now what? Then it's like I said, you got around older people that's in their 40s, and you're looking like, damn, y'all are still learning too. Yeah. So when do you get to the point where you're like, damn, I know everything? Is there ever a point? Is there ever a point where you're like, damn, I know everything? Like, when do you get there? Like, when I'm 80? Like, when do you have it all figured out? Which is why I always say I still feel young and dumb. I'm young and dumb.
That's a good answer. She twisted that around. I didn't know where it was going, but then she hit it. Yeah, I fuck with it. Yeah.
Go ahead, it's your turn, Q.
She loved throwing it on Kim.
Take the mic, Kim.
Getting older. Well, I just recently turned 30. And I thought the same thing. I would have like my entire life figured out. And I talked to my cousins who are older, and I feel like they told me at 30, it's really when life begins. And I've never had so much fun exploring different things and learning so much more about myself. I was so terrified at first to turn 30, and now I like shout it to the roof that I'm 30. I don't know. I feel like you don't change overnight per se, but I do feel more of a woman in different ways and more secure in myself than I did when I was in my 20s, and I thought I should have had like everything together. And I'm just more excited now to get older and learn more about myself and how I develop. Because when I look back, like, damn, I can't believe I used to be this little girl that was so naive. Like, I really thought I had everything together to who I am now. So it makes me more excited to get older and see what I've truly become in the end. Yeah.
Okay, I was saying turning 29 was like a big like. I was kind of stressed out before I turned 29 because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not where I want to be. Like, I haven't done this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I'm almost 30. That's what I was like stressed out about that. And then after like taking some time in and journaling and stuff like that, I realized that just now I'm moving into a new era of me where I have to have more discernment. I have to know exactly who to keep around, the things I really want to work on, becoming a better me every single day instead of thinking like I have to become a better me like from one night to another. So it's just trained me like to become wiser and to really get to know myself on a deeper level so I can become that version of myself that I see and not just like be in this rat race and like thinking like, oh my God, just because I'm 29, I have to own a house and own these cars and have this much money. But it's just more so like of taking a step back and then like working intentionally to become better, I feel.
So End it on my brother.
You're not gonna answer it?
Yeah, you just like ask.
We gonna end it on my brother. Yeah. Kim gotta go to work. I can't answer, guys.
You can.
I would say honestly, like with me, like I'm about to be 29 this year, and I've learned a lot, like as far as like by myself and my peace. Like my peace has definitely been something that like I kind of like graduated in because I was so used to, like, I'm a people's person. I like being around people or whatever. So it's just like dealing with so many different energies and being around so many different people, like it can drain you, right? So like I've learned that like I don't need that many people around me to be okay with me being me, you know what I'm saying? Or me being in my own space and just, okay, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? So I've learned like my peace is everything, and I've learned that like patience is the best virtue in life. Like having patience with myself, having patience with others around me has really gotten me through a lot of situations.
We good, so y'all stay tapped in with the Perfect Network.